pursuit
Vehicle failed to stop.
and out in force. The Interceptors are back
Stay there or you get gassed.
with an all-new, all-action force. The elite crime-fighting units of Cheshire. We put you in the front seat with their pursuit drivers,
Left off the 534.
on the hunt with their dog units,
Right me.
ringside as they go toe-to-toe with the bad guys. Buckle up, set tasers to stun, and stand by to intercept.
Another day at the office.
Coming up, a dangerous driver who doesn't want to stop.
Bringing in phone 414 vehicle suspected off for us, declaring it a pursuit.
A roadside stop turns nasty,
Stay there or you get gassed. Stay there.
Stay there now, get back!
and a runaway in a raid
Well, hey mate. Going off the back.
goes out the window.
Stay there. Wait for taser. Stay where you are.
Cheshire, the jewel of the Northwest. One of the country's wealthiest areas. On the doorstep of Manchester and Liverpool. And containing over 200 miles of busy motorways, there's a lot going on to keep the interceptors on their toes.
It's a complete mix, Cheshire. So you've got footballers' wives, the affluent areas, and then you've got more industrial areas, and we border two very big metropolitan areas. And so for some people looking at Cheshire, it's a nice hunting ground to come and see what nice cars you can nick or what people you can prey on to fund your criminal lifestyles.
The interceptors have two means of tackling the criminals who cause trouble in Cheshire. Unmarked crime cars to track down villains, and the marked cars of the roads policing unit to keep the highways and byways safe. It's the early hours of the morning, and Interceptor Tom Spowage is patrolling on his own in the crime car. An unmarked BMW 330.
The vehicle in front, it's got a headlight out as we parked up at Newton. It's gone past us.
Tom's been a copper for more than 18 years, and he can spot a hooky motor in his sleep. Not that he's dozing at the wheel tonight.
Vauxhall Zafira in black.
A broken headlight and a faulty taillight doesn't mean that the driver's up to no good, but Tom decides to do some digging.
Moving vehicle check, Middleton Lane at Culture, 363.
The police national computer confirms Tom's suspicions. The car is linked to some wrongdoing.
It's got a marker for doing a drive off at the petrol station. Once we get into Cross, we'll give it a stop and have a chat with the driver. Could be a fact that he's forgot to pay. Could be a one-off, so we just need to find out who the driver is.
Tom's cop senses are now tingling, so he calls for backup in case the petrol thief decides to make a run for it.
Just with this Zafira coming into Culture, is there any other patrols start drifting this way?
With colleagues en route, Tom lights up the motor. And even though it doesn't speed up, the driver doesn't appear too keen on pulling over.
Yeah, I'm just on the A574 Warrington Road. Just asking it to stop at the moment.
With the blue lights not having much of an effect, a quick blast of the siren manages to do the job.
Stop down, just going to speak to the driver. Hey mate, you alright? Oh, hang the window down for us, bud. You alright? You want to turn the engine off for us, mate? Really? Is it knackered, is it? Alright. Do you know why I stopped you? Did you do a drive off in the vehicle about 2 days ago? Yeah, there's a mark on the vehicle. Do you want to jump out of the car, mate, for us?
The driver doesn't want to budge,
You want to jump out of the car, bud?
and some passers-by have decided to get involved.
Right, just want to disappear for a minute. Just go stand on the side of the road for us. Just like, go stand on the side of the road. You want to put the flag out for us, bud? Out, yeah. I need to speak to you. No, I want to speak to you out of the car. Come on, mate, jump out. So I need to speak to you. Yeah, I need to speak to you and verify who you are. No, I can't through the window of the car. Because I need to do some checks on you. And I can't do that through the window.
It's a classic standoff. Tom needs to get the driver out of the car pronto. And if he can't, then he has to grab the keys so the bloke can't drive off.
Let's step out of the car for us. Do another patrol.
That's it.
Just as Tom gets the door open, the driver floors it, almost taking Tom with him. The pursuit is on.
Bring uniform 414 big suspended off for us, declaring it pursuit.
Tom's suspicions were right, and the other units are already on their way.
Yeah, Roger, I'm an advanced driver in an unmarked police vehicle. Yeah, vehicle's currently 40 miles an hour, 8574 Warrington Road. There's no traffic on the road and no pedestrian traffic. That other TPAC vehicles start making towards me and notify Merseyside.
The pursuit's heading towards Manchester, so Tom alerts officers in the surrounding forces.
I did stop and speak to the driver, but he won't get out of the vehicle and then he's made off from me. Speed is now 50 mile an hour in a 30, approaching the roundabout on the East Lancs, stand by for direction.
The driver's not exactly breaking the land speed record, but the longer the pursuit goes on, the greater the chance of someone getting hurt. Tom needs to bring this pursuit to a stop, and soon.
The vehicle is now right onto the East Lancs Road.
The driver now ups the ante and heads into some major roadworks.
30 mile an hour limit. It's currently 68 miles an hour.
Despite the empty roads and the fact he's got a cop car behind him, the driver decides to slow down for a red traffic light. Tom tries to grab him for a second time. But will he get his man? Interceptor Tom Spowage is single crewed in the crime car and on the tail of a driver who stopped and then drove away from him.
Wing uniform 414 vehicle suspended off for us, declaring it pursuit.
With the runaway motor coming to a halt again, Tom takes a second chance at grabbing the driver. But the suspected petrol thief has sped away once more. Other units are on the way to help out, but for now, Tom's flying solo.
Yeah, pursuit commander, vehicle did just stop and he's made off again. He's currently East Lancs Road still, speed 60 mile an hour.
As the driver's done a double runner, Tom won't take the risk of stopping him again till his colleagues have arrived.
Stand by, he's approaching red ATS, he is in the offside lane, Chapel Road, stand by for direction.
Once again, the driver stops at red lights. But this time, Tom's keeping out of danger and stays put. He sticks close to the car as it heads back the way it came. And as he does, 2 patrols from Greater Manchester Police join the pursuit.
X-ray Alpha 3596, we are now car 2, to state commentary.
The vehicle's done a U-turn and is heading back into Cheshire now towards Merseyside. The idea is he's going to get a TPAC box on it or get it stung and get it to stop. For whatever reason, he doesn't want to stop and speak to us.
With 3 cars now in pursuit and the lights up ahead on red, they decide to box in the runaway motor.
I've got 2 G&P patrols with me. I'm still 70 mile an hour.
Tom pulls in front to block him in. But the dangerous driver reverses past the cop cars behind him. Then Tom tries to close the gap. But once again, the runaway manages to make off. The driver's now had his 3rd strike, and the interceptors decide on a different tactic to bring him to a halt.
My plan is to get a sting on the vehicle once we get the patrols into position. Yeah, Pursuit Commander, stand by for a reset, stand by for a reset. We've gone right onto higher green lane.
They're going to use a stinger, a strip of metal spikes laid out across the road to puncture tyres, to stop the fleeing motor. So Tom keeps the stinger team updated.
Approaching roundabouts at Astley Green.
The driver seems to know things are nearing the end and starts taking more chances.
He's gone right.
Up ahead, the stinger team lays in wait. As soon as the dodgy driver arrives, they'll spring into action.
He's going to possibly be a decamp here, or he's going to go off-road, stand by.
But it seems the driver finally knows the game is up and pulls over. Yet again, the driver decides to play cat and mouse with Tom.
Yeah, 4-on-4, vehicle does keep stopping. I've attempted to box it in, but he just drives off again when you attempt to get out of the vehicle.
But the interceptors have an ace up their sleeve, and up ahead have laid out a trap.
The front side of the vehicle has just been stung by G&P patrol.
The car's been nailed by the stinger. Tom swerves to avoid his tyres being shredded. Staying true to form, the driver keeps on moving even when his motors come to a stop. In a last throw of the dice, he jumps out of the car and tries his luck on 2 legs. Tom and his colleagues from Greater Manchester are right on his heels.
Down the floor now! Put your arm down your back! What's that, man? You got him?
The runaway is red dotted with a taser before Tom finally gets his man.
One more time, stay down! No, stay down, put your arm behind your back!
Right!
Put the arm behind your back. Right, you're under arrest, dangerous driving, failed to stop for police. Yeah, go on.
You got one there retained, then are you safe and well?
Yes, spot on a few bramble bush injuries.
Yeah, okay, thanks.
Now roll over that one, fellas.
He's caught red-handed. Or should that be red-panted?
Alright, anybody else with you?
Fine, all right. Jumped over it well enough before. You go.
Not the leg over you wanted tonight, is it though, Arcade?
He's not injured. Other than a few scratches from the bramble bushes. We're okay. Nobody else is injured, so we're all happy.
It's surprising the lengths the driver took to get away, given he was only wanted for nicking 40 quid's worth of petrol. Though Tom always suspected that what looked like a routine stop would end like this.
I had it in the back of my head that he was potentially going to do one. Failed to stop for us initially anyway. That's why I asked for patrols to start heading over before he even stopped him. It just wasn't right. So, and that's what's happened.
Having failed to halt the dodgy driver by hand or by car, the pursuit was finally ended by a very nifty bit of kit.
But this is the stinger device which has been used on the Zafira to deflate the front 2 tyres it got. See, it's a hollow spike. So when the vehicle goes over the top, it goes into the tyre and allows the tyre to slowly deflate. When it's gone to go around this bend, because his front 2 tyres have deflated, he's lost control and he's mounted the curb. Pipe box come in and he's got out the passenger door and gone.
The driver is taken off to be drink and drug tested, but he passes both of them. which, along with a clean licence, makes this bloke's behaviour all the more confusing.
The car's registered to him. He's on the insurance for it. It appears he's got a full driving licence. So, at the moment, we really don't know why he's done what he's done. He's done something rather silly, which ultimately could end him up in prison for the driving.
The man later pleaded guilty to dangerous driving and theft. He was given a 12-month suspended jail sentence, 150 hours of community service and a 3-month curfew. He was also fined £815 and banned from driving for 30 months.